You know, I could be smoking right now or doing some kind of leisurely activity while I make this video, but I'm a changed man. I don't I don't do that stuff anymore. I'm just thinking to myself how today after work I just had this buildup of rage and frustration and lack of hope that I just started freaking out in my car, hitting the side of my car, beating the steering wheel, yeah, screaming, like, and I don't know if it's like just pure just frustration and just out of all the things that I've been through in life and it's just coming out now out of nowhere, or something else. All I know that is it's a sign. It's a sign that I need to make a change in my life and that things aren't going anywhere where I want it to be. And if I continue doing what I'm doing already, I can't imagine the amount of suppressed anger and frustration and feelings I'll have. Honestly, I feel sick thinking about not making a change and not doing something about that feeling inside. It's the worst feeling ever when you feel helpless, when you feel like there's no other choice and you have to do a certain thing, because if you don't do that thing, you're not going to be able to support yourself or take care of the ones you love. You feel trapped, you feel isolated, you feel like the whole world is on your shoulders, like you have to do this or else. So you keep going, you keep telling yourself it's going to be okay. You keep being that workhorse and not giving yourself that time and space to really be free, because you can't be free. There is no freedom. The fact that we have to clock in and clock out day by day, and I don't even want this to be a rant on the whole system. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, it's good to have a job, but it's bad at the same time because you feel like all this frustration just building inside, and it's just eating you alive, and you feel like you're losing your life. Your hours, precious hours of your life are going into something that you don't feel like has any meaning at all. Am I wrong for feeling this way? For feeling like there's something more? For feeling like it could be better? It's just that day by day, you just do the same things over and over again, and you just think that, oh, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna get better. But it doesn't. you're stuck in the same loop over and over and over again. And it eats your soul. Makes you feel dead inside. Until you reach the point to where your soul comes back to life and your whole body just frustration, just slamming things, screaming. That's when your soul is coming back, and that's how you know it's time to move on. It doesn't serve you anymore. It did its job. The only problem is you don't know what's next. You don't know what's following that decision you're going to make. How people are gonna look at you, what they're gonna say about you. Oh, he can't keep a job, he can't. But it's not that I can't keep a job. It's that the jobs are just not worth keeping. The only time I feel alive is when I do this, or when I make music. Everything else is just day by day, a grind. I'm 26 years old. There's people who are 26 and they're rich, they're famous, they're successful. And then there's me. And I don't want to make it about me. I want to make it about us. The people out there that are way older than me and they're still stuck. The people that are younger than me and they're still stuck. We are where we're supposed to be. We are. It's just that it doesn't feel like we're supposed to be here. Like, what is life at the end of the day? Is life clocking in, doing a monotonous task for your whole day, then going home, sleeping, eating, going back and doing it again? Is that what life is? All for some digits in a bank account? My vision of life is living to the fullest, spending time with family and friends. And sometimes when you have a situation to where you have to do certain things, you neglect family and you neglect your friends. And most importantly, you neglect yourself. Because it's so easy to forget that we're living and that we're not just going through the motions. I look up to the greats, like Martin Luther King Jr. The fact that a person, just like anybody else, a person even more disadvantaged than a lot of other people, was able to talk and speak in a way that captured many people. Many people. Thousands of people. The whole freaking the whole freaking I don't know if the whole world, I feel like the whole world. There's people like that. And then you think back to yourself, you see those people, whether dead or alive, and then you think back to yourself and you're like, why is my reality like this when theirs is like that? Why do I not have a certain level of success? Is it because I'm not putting in the effort? Or is it because God doesn't will it at this time? To be great. What is to be great? Who determines how great you are? Is it people? Many people, followers, subscribers? Does that determine how great you are? I just couldn't sleep because I knew that I had to make a video. I just can't see myself continuing on this journey and this job that I'm at. I don't think I can keep going with the amount of rage and suppressed emotions that I suppress just to keep going and make a wage that, is barely anything, just crumbs, just feeding the machine of I don't even know of what, a machine. I look back on my life and I see all the things that I've been through and all the things that I've done. And it just doesn't make sense to see how that I'm in a predicament that I am in right now. Because it's hard to really quit something. Especially when you have nothing lined up. And you don't have a reserve to hold you over. You feel like you're bounded to something. But how can you have a reserve when you need to pay for things? And the way you're getting paid doesn't pay enough. How can you make that decision to just starve? To just have lean pockets? all because you have a tantrum. But it's not about the money. It's about the peace of mind. The peace of mind you'll get knowing that you don't have to show up anymore. And depending on your circumstance, it may be different. Having people relying on you is a big deal. And sometimes nobody understands what you're really going through. All I know is that from very young, from a very young age, I've always wanted to be great. And I don't think I've ever acknowledged myself as great. I don't have the accolades. I don't have the accommodations that comes with being great. And the reason is I haven't done anything great. What can I do? That's great. I think about my music and how I'm just one artist in a sea of artists. Or like I'm just one person in a sea of people trying to achieve their dreams. Trying to make a sound so unique and so good that can then capture people's ears and really make them feel like they're listening to something good. That's how I would want to be great. Sometimes I dream. I dream about myself or daydream while I'm working. I see myself on stage. Yet those dreams have never consistently been realized. And most of it is because of my fault. I haven't done anything to achieve those dreams. I don't have the knowledge. I don't have the friends. I don't have the ability at this moment to achieve those things. And I'm stuck. If you're still watching this video, you're a real one. I just want to be remembered as someone great.